welcome back to my Devil May Cry 4 S-Rank guide, and today I'm going to be helping you with Mission 8. So this isn't a very long mission, and we're also going to be fighting CREDO here, so get ready for that. So first of all, when you load in, you're going to want to break that seed by that tree over there. Then you want to move just a little bit, because then on the left there's going to be more seeds right here. So before you go under here, you want to quickly break that, and then you can continue. Make sure to smack up the seeds above you, then there's going to be another one on the left here, and so just smack that. And then here's one more before the enemies spawn, and then you have to fight. This fight is easy as hell. It's literally just some chimera seeds and scarecrows. Make sure that the chimera seeds do not bond with the scarecrows, otherwise you will have a bit of a tougher time. Then for all the enemies here, you can do whatever you want to them. Just make sure to vary up your moves to increase your style. Try exceeding so you can do more damage. There should be absolutely no problem here, especially the chimera seeds. These enemies die insanely fast. So I smack it up a bunch, hit it with a buster, and then boom, fight over, easy as that. Then in the next room we're gonna be breaking stuff. Just use the Sephirotic fruit to get rid of the trees, and then here we go. First of all, on the left here there's gonna be a seed to break, so make sure you get that. Then right on the other side you're gonna go and grab another seed, so just make sure you destroy it. Next up, head under the bridge to grab the next 4 seeds. We've been in this room before, so just make sure you grab the seeds here again. You grabbed them in the last mission too. Next up, we're gonna go to the other side of the bridge now, jump up to this pillar and break the big seed that's on top of it. So make sure you grab that, do not forget it. Then you want to go to the right, and then by the tree there's gonna be a couple more seeds. You can break them and then you can move on. And then once you get through this doorway here, you're gonna be fighting assaults again. We fought them before. So move on a bit, a cutscene will activate, you can skip it, and then once you do, the enemies will spawn. So assaults are the ones with the shield, right? You can keep on smacking the shield devil trigger and just beat the crap out of it until it breaks. You can also go behind them. Just remember that if you do, you cannot launch them straight away. You have to hit them a couple of times and then do a high roller to launch them. And then when you do, you can just beat the crap out of them in the air for a while. Although watch out, because they can like get out of it and then try to attack you back. So just make sure you don't get hit by that. And they have a couple of attacks you want to look out for. They can dig themselves underground and then come out at you like right under you. So you want to make sure you dodge that, just run away. Then when you're far enough from them too, they will start shooting projectiles at you. So just make sure that when they do, you are gonna dodge them. And then also when they start screaming, you're gonna want to be more careful, because that means that they're getting more aggressive. That happens after they take enough hits. It doesn't always happen. Maybe you'll kill them fast enough, but it does happen sometimes. Oh, and watch this. This is funny. I tried to do a showdown here, but I completely missed. It's hilarious. So, moral of the story, do not do showdowns unless they are stunned, because otherwise they can move around or hit you, because the showdown animation is a bit long. But okay, this is the last guy here. He's running away from me. He's probably wanting to shoot projectiles at me, but I get him first. Charge shots are really good against them. Make sure that you utilize them. Make sure you have your gun button at R2 so you can charge your gun more while attacking. But okay, when you murder them all, make sure that you do not exit this room yet, because there's some seeds. There's one on the wall here to the right of where I killed the guy. Then there's one by the tree here. Then when you move to the left over here, there's going to be a couple of more by the tree. Then behind the tree, on another tree to the left, there's going to be another seed. And then once you climb up here, there's going to be a few more, and then that's all of them. Then you can continue on with the levels. Sometimes you might want to just have a look around to make sure you got all of them just in case. But when you have, you can continue on. Next up, we're back to where we had to use the gyro blade in the last mission. We don't actually need it here this time. So just make sure you grab the seeds here on the left. There's a couple more seeds we have to break here. Next to the mountain you can climb, so just make sure you get those. There's one on the left and the others on the right. Then you want to actually climb it. There's a seed on the left here on the mountain. Then you want to climb up even higher. Make sure to go to the left now. Jump over here, grab the seed, boom. And then that's all. Then a couple of more seeds are when you go forward a bit and then look to the right. You're going to see a couple of more, so make sure you grab those. Then you want to go up the stairs and do not go through the door yet. You want to go to the left and grab the last seed in here. And then when you get through the door on the right, you're gonna be fighting some chimeras. So happy days, am I right? So yeah, the chimeras are the ones that can attack you passively, even when they're not doing anything. Even when you're comboing them, they can attack you. And yeah, they can just be very annoying to deal with most of the time. So what you want to do with them is you want to make sure you have a charge shot ready and then shoot them with your gun, because that's gonna stun them for a couple of seconds and it's gonna allow you to get a few hits in. Don't keep your combos very long, just keep them short, because when they start slashing, they could take away a good bit of health from you. So just make sure you do not attack them for too long, because when they start attacking again, yeah, it's very annoying. They do not have that much health, but just make sure to keep your attacks short, otherwise they will just swing at you even while you're comboing them. If you have Devil Trigger, feel free to use it. It's gonna help you do more damage to them to take them out quickly. So just make sure that you utilize that if you have it. They can also like lunge at you, so make sure that you're able to avoid that. And yeah, hopefully these guys really do not give you that much trouble, because yeah, they are very annoying. But okay, when you take them all out, I still have a couple of guys left here to take out. Make sure that you do not leave the room yet, because there's plenty of seeds to destroy here. You might have taken out the one by the pillar on accident during the fight, so don't worry about that if you don't see it. But okay, there's plenty of here inside this room, so just make sure you destroy all of them. They're gonna give you a lot of orbs for the requirement. Then when you destroy all of these, there's one more in the top right corner of the room. Make sure you smack that. And now you're not actually going up the stairs, you're going under the staircase, and you're gonna be using the Sephirotic fruit to get rid of these. And then you're gonna go through the door. Now this next room might trip some of you out because you might not know what to do here. So first of all, before you actually do anything, walk around all 4 of the pathways. Just do not go into them and break all the seeds around them. And then once you break all the seeds, you want to look at where your shadow is facing and you want to go the other way. And the first pathway you want to take is the one parallel to the one you came through, so go through that. Then the second one, you see that your shadow is facing left, so you want to go right. So you're going to take the right. And then once you get through this gateway here, there's going to be one more you have to do. And your shadow is going to be facing right, so you're going to want to go left. And then once you go through this, you're going to end up on a bridge. And then in the middle of it, on the right, there's going to be a seed that you want to break. So make sure that you smack that and then you continue on. Then when you go through the next door, you're going to have a fight with scarecrows and assaults. So it's a pretty easy fight, and it's also the last fight before the boss fight. So for the scarecrows, obviously, you can take them out however the hell you want. Do what you want to them. Just make sure to vary up your moves to increase your style. Do not do the same stuff all the time because your style is not going to increase that much. And then for the assaults, just like earlier, you can just smack the shield and double trigger until it breaks, or you can go behind them and smack them and then launch them in the air. This fight should hopefully not give you that much trouble. It's a fairly easy fight. It's just a couple of small enemies. And watch what happens here. The guy backs away and then he like flings at me again. So just make sure that doesn't happen to you. Make sure that you avoid that when that happens to you. They can like back out of your attacks and they can do that. So just make sure you watch out for that. And then yeah, now that the fight is over, it's time to head over to CREDO. Smack up that seed so that you get a heal. And then for the next couple of seconds, we're just going to be walking over to the boss arena. So get through the doorway here and then just walk this long bridge until you get to the boss arena, and then the fight starts. And CREDO himself is an insanely fun boss. He's my second favorite boss fight in the game, right behind Dante. But okay, when you get onto the staircase, the boss fight will start now. First thing you should know is that you cannot just go up to him and start doing damage to him. He will block your hits with his shield. What you want to do is wait till he does an attack string, and then you want to beat him up once he finishes it. Kind of like Virgil in DMC 5 and 3. When you hit his shield, he will try to attack you by countering, but you can dodge that. A couple of strings you should be looking out for is his triple slash on the ground, where he slashes twice and then slams his sword into the ground. After that, you can attack him. And then another one is where he tries to launch you into the air and then does a Helmbreaker looking move. You can counter those 2 attacks, so make sure you do that right after he finishes them. And you can buster him every time you start attacking him. So while he's recovering from his attacks, what you want to do is smack him once with your sword, do a high roller to launch him into the air, smack him in the air, and then buster. And I suggest going into the air because if you smack him too much on the ground, he will eventually counter your sword and he'll be trying to attack you again. From this sword slash here, you can just jump away, you'll be fine. You can jump from most of his attacks because the single jump has iframes. You could double jump too, but the single jump has iframes, so it's better. Double jump can also save you though, so just make sure you know that. Charge shots also work well on him if he's too far away from you to catch up to him. Or if you want to use them to end the combo, make sure you do that. If he catches you in an attack string, you can just devil trigger and then he'll be launched in the air so you can get a couple of extra hits in. But okay, when you take out enough of his health bar, he's gonna get more aggressive and a little harder to hit because he's gonna be faster too. So when he gets more aggressive, his combo attacks are also gonna last longer. So what you want to do is just jump around and dodge them, make sure you don't get hit or try your best not to get hit. And then when he lands on the ground and slams his sword, that's when you can attack him. So you'll have a couple of opportunities to attack, but your windows are smaller. So if you don't get the chance to, make sure you shoot a charge at him. Now, did you see that javelin he threw at me, right? You can parry those with a buster. I missed it there, but whatever. But if your timing is good enough, you can parry them with a buster, and that's going to stun him for a bit. So make sure you can attack him afterwards. So if you're confident in your timing, make sure you try that. See that stabbing attack he does there? You can also attack him afterwards. I did a charge shot because I wouldn't have enough time to hit him otherwise. And just there I had a couple of opportunities to counter attack him, but I missed all of them because his recovery is really quick. So you're going to want to either shoot charge shots at him like I did, or you want to be quicker and not actually get a few hits in. I missed the javelin again. And you saw those blades he had circling around me. Make sure you jump when you see those. Just keep on jumping around until they like start flying around and then they'll disappear. So just make sure you keep jumping and you shouldn't get hit. Now watch this. He goes back to charge up an attack, and when he does it, I pop Devil Trigger and it just about saves me. So just make sure that when you're trapped or something and he's about to attack you, use Devil Trigger for the iframes. They could save your life. And yeah, charge shots are also really good on him. You see how much the explosion did damage from the level 3 charge shot? That is really good. And now we're about done here, just land the last few hits and boom, that's CREDO. So hope this video helped you. We're at the end of the mission now. You get a couple of orbs and boom, mission over. Since this is a shorter mission, you don't need as much style. Just make sure you capitalize on style in the other fights. Hope this helped you. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, of course, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.